What's up, y'all? It's your boy Sincere B with my review of Friday Night SmackDown. This wasn't as good as Raw, man. This week, I think Raw took it. SmackDown been on a winning spree for a minute. But yeah, I think Raw took it this week. But hey, it still was a good show, still entertaining, and we still love it. Let's go get right into it. So the SmackDown opens up with Batista. He's out there talking. He's bringing up the question he asked a couple days ago: where have all the real men go? He said when he asked that, what did he get? He got Ziggler, and of course he destroyed Ziggler. Then went on to say who he got next was Daniel Bryan, and he destroyed Daniel Bryan. But we know what happened. We know DB got rushed by a few people, so he's lying about that. Then he went on to say he's the real superhero. He's the guy everybody pays to see. But wait. He's not a humble man, and he doesn't need anyone to cheer for him. That boy crazy. All of a sudden, Daniel Bryan music comes on. Daniel Bryan comes out, and the crowd go bananas like always. DB, or BD, asks Batista, so, do you think the crowd here to see you? And then he asked the crowd. Of course, the crowd said, no. They're there for, what's it like, no. It's like Sodom, no. Goodness. Oh, anyway. So Batista called Daniel Bryan a fanboy. And since he just a fanboy that's hanging in the back room, he can just go ahead and buy him a seat and watch it from the side with all the rest of these fanboys. Then Daniel Bryan said, Batista, I think your skinny jeans are a little too tight. They're cutting off something going towards your brain. Daniel Bryan was busting Batista a little bit, though. And then Daniel Bryan started messing with him about his belly button tattoo. And when he did that, that pissed Batista off. So Batista rushed Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan ended up drop kicking Batista out the ring. All of a sudden, Kane music comes on. Kane coming down the ramp. Daniel Bryan turns around and face Kane. Kane get charged. When he does that, all of a sudden Batista come back up, hit Daniel Bryan from the back, and then Kane and Batista started whooping Daniel Bryan like he stole something. Stomping him out. Then all of a sudden, who comes out? Yeah, the Big Show comes out, rush the ring, and everybody clears out and takes off running. So it starts off pretty hype. But it kind of dies down for me. All right, let's get into the first match. The first match was Christian versus Ziggler, with Del Rio sitting on the side watching. Christian won that match. In a way, he won that match because technically Ziggler had him beat. But then Del Rio stood up and got on top of the announcing table, started yelling stuff in Spanish, making Ziggler turn around, and then boom, Christian called him with the kill switch, and it was over. 1, 2, 3, Z. So after the match, since Christian won, Renee called him in the ring, asked Christian that he's been having a lot of losses for the past few weeks, and he's been looking kind of desperate. And Christian said, "Hold up," and told the crowd, "Will y'all shut up so here talking?" That's funny, dude. Anyway, we go back and with the girl, asking him about that part. So he said that he went to the story again about how he told everybody when he come back to WWE, blah 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 blah. They said, but and she asked him, why have you been directing your angle towards Sheamus? And before he got ready to explain that part, Sheamus comes out, runs down the ramp, get into the ring, start fighting. Him and Christian start throwing down, and Sheamus almost caught Christian with that bro kick. Christian ducked under it just enough to get under there, rolled out the ring, and took off running up the ramp. And all that was the first match. So, kind of overall, pretty good events right there. It was nice. It was still kind of up to par for me right there. Second match was a tag team match. The Usos versus Ryback and Curtis Axel. The Usos won. It was a pretty good match. The Usos make it all look good. They need some, I think they need more tag teams in there. And I'm talking about, I know everybody at one point is put together to become one, to create one. But I'm sure there has to be some guys that they have that's been tag team for a long time. And I mean some lightweight guys who can move like the Usos, because I mean, you put Ryback versus Curtis Axel against the Usos, it just looks like it's it's stuttering. It's like Uso, then it's like it's stuttering. And I think it'll make tag team a whole lot easier, a whole lot funner, and get them the real tag team boy, somebody to wrestle another good tag team, man. That's just my opinion on that. So after that match, Brian Saxon interviewed Kane. He said Kane, DB just been getting lucky, but he noticed Daniel Bryan got anger issues, and he keep making them mistakes. Mistakes like challenging Triple H to a match, challenging Kane to a match. And Kane said tonight he gonna rip off Daniel Bryan's beard and shove it in his mouth. That's what he said. Honestly, for real. It wasn't nothing else, it was that. Third match was the ladies tag team match. It was Natalya and Eva Marie versus AJ and Tamina. Natalya and Eva Marie won. And Eva Marie started the match, and oh my God, I couldn't wait till she tagged back out. Oh shit, that shit was terrible, man. I mean, I give her credit because she's trying. I can see some improvement because she don't know anything about how to wrestle. So I know they're trying to push her. She has the look, she has the attitude. I understand all that, but man, you can see them whispering her in her ear, telling her to go here, telling her to go there. You can see all this happening. Like, oh my God, just tag the fuck out and put Natalya in there. But Natalya got a couple of nice spinning forearms off, man. Real nice power. It's my girl right there. So again, Natalya and Eva won that match. Then they went to showing Paul Bearer as a Hall of Fame inductee again. Congrats to Paul Bearer. He was awesome, man. Then the Shield came out. Ambrose and Roman Reigns came out. And then, of course, Ambrose started talking first because he's a damn lunatic. Ambrose is a damn lunatic. He said one thing he can't stand is somebody lying to him. Lying to him, to the family. They'll be lying to the family. And he was saying that Seth Rollins left them in the war zone, left them fighting by themselves, and he called out Seth Rollins. So Seth Rollins did come out, got into the ring, and he's tried to explain to the Shield that, hey, the war ain't with the Wise family. The war is within the Shield because y'all fighting against each other. And then Seth said that he sacrificed himself. He put himself on the line so that he could take the bump for it and take the punishment, because just to get them two to start arguing and fighting each other. Then he said, well, look at y'all now. Both of y'all is in the ring together, focus on one thing, so my thing worked. So that's what he said. So he said that, then all of a sudden it got a little worse. Ambrose pushed him. When he pushed Seth Rollins stopped the taste out of Ambrose. Then when Ambrose got up and Seth Rollins was trying to talk, then Ambrose punched Seth Rollins and he fell on the ground, on the mat, shaking up. Then you got Reigns looking like, what the heck is going on? So finally, everybody gets up. Seth Rollins puts his fists out. Like, everybody gonna touch fists. Let's go ahead and squash it and get it over with and take care of business. Let's get back to the Shield, and let's take back the WWE. Then Reigns put his fists in, and then Ambrose kind of hesitated, but they put his fist in. But I don't trust Ambrose, man. I still think he's gonna sell him out for sure. And even at that moment, you could tell he was kind of trying to get Reigns to kind of like agree with him, so he can like maybe kick out Seth Rollins or beat Seth Rollins up. So I still think Ambrose could be the one that's gonna sell him out at the end of everything. Then went to the fourth match. The fourth match was Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus won. It was an okay match. Sheamus did show some arm strength. Del Rio had him in the cross arm. Sheamus picked him up from the floor up, man. He had a long way to go, too. Picked him up, slammed Del Rio down. Del Rio coming back again, the arm bar. And then Sheamus was able to get his foot on the ropes. And then, boom, next thing later on, Sheamus caught Del Rio with a hard bro kick to the face. 1, 2, 3, and it was over. Then popped on the screen was the Wyatt family talking about John Cena. He went on, blah, blah, blah. And then Bray started talking, and I didn't really get into that. I didn't even know what he said. What the hell was he talking about? And then he said, follow the buzzers. Yeah, I said, I'm cool with the buzzers. You can have the buzzers. Then Brian called Batista in the locker room getting ready for the match. And he said Daniel Bryan is about to face reality. and he's gonna go right through Daniel Bryan, and he's getting his mind, his focus on something else that's more important than this Daniel Bryan. He's gonna be focused on who has the belt, and that's Randy Orton. And Batista said he's gonna win that belt in WrestleMania. He's gonna win that belt back, and he's gonna be the real man. It's gonna now have the heavyweight championship. Let me say that again. Batista said it. He's gonna win the belt back, and then the heavyweight championship belt will be on a real man. That's what he said. I promised. Again. So after that, one thing I do like about that, they do a little cut scene where they go to backstage pass, which is like a little show they have on the network, whatever. But it's kind of, I like how they do that. And on that table they have, Josh Matthews is the host, Booker T, Hacksaw Jeff Duggan, and then you have Alex Riley. And they kind of go to them for a little small analysis. I think it's sweet. It kind of gives it that NFL type sports feel. And since it's supposed to be sports entertainment, I wish they do that more. I wish they do it on Raw. I can't remember they did it on Raw. Now I wish they do it on Raw and SmackDown, main event, whatever. Always have that panel there, and they go to that panel for the thoughts of the match, whatever. I think it's a pretty sweet get up. I want to see more of that. WWE. Then Renee Young interviewed Daniel Bryan in the Big Show. She asked Daniel Bryan about Batista, saying that Daniel Bryan wasn't a real man, etc., etc. DB said, she said Daniel Bryan wasn't a real man because he hid behind people to win. So Daniel Bryan said, well, I guess Triple H ain't a real man because he hide behind everybody. He hide behind everybody, his wife's shirt and everything, skirts and everything. And when he said that, Big Show laughed at that. And then Big Show asked Daniel Bryan, hey man, you think I should give you some skinny jeans? Making fun of Batista. Daniel Bryan said, nah, that will not be cool on you, dog. But the show said they're going to win the nights. And he was trying to think of a good name for them. He said, well, how about respect the bear and fear the giant? Yeah, I won't put that on the shirt, but it is what it is. So the last match was the tag team match. Daniel Bryan, the Big Show versus Batista and Kane. Daniel Bryan, the Big Show won. Nothing special about the match at all, really. And that was it pretty much. I ain't even gonna get to the match. It wasn't special. Daniel Bryan did what Daniel Bryan do. And that's pretty much it. Everybody else just moving in slow pace. But hey, it's some of those guys, some of my favorite wrestlers, and it was all good. So my match of the night, I'm going to give it to the first match. That's Christian versus Ziggler. There was so much going on. It was pretty much good action. The move of the night, I'm going to give it to, I could have gave it a couple people, but I gave it to Natalya for doing two of those spinning faux arms. It was nicely done and devastating. So it's your boy Sincere B. Leave your comments down below on what your thoughts on Friday Night SmackDown was. And don't forget to share this video with your friends and subscribe. That helps you know when I do new videos. And give the video a thumbs up. That's just helping me out. That's just helping me out. Alright, y'all. See y'all real soon, man. Raw's coming up. SmackDown 1 this week. What's going to happen next week? We're going to find out in a couple of days. Peace.